Alrighty then, looks like the live stream should be starting up soon. Please give it a moment to make sure everything's set up. It'd be going. Twitter is going. There we go. YouTube thumbnail up to date. Rumble appears to be going. Let me double check my other computer. And looks like everything is set on up, so let's go and get started. Wait, not deck builder. Why am I have that open up? For the games, I got a good number of replays for everybody. Probably from everybody. So let's go and get started. Greetings everyone, and great here. Another H-Powers 3 replay. Spawn on bottom right side as a blue Mexicans with Bei Mei. Spawn on top left side as the red US of A. We have Adios 39.
See.
Let's see now, when it comes to natives on the map, we do have the Ouroboros. The Ouroboros does give access to the Ouroboros Legionaries, a Javelin Infantry, sounds like a heavy infantry, some of the Musketeers, and the Ouroboros SO Rider. Quick training, fast moving, powerful Lancer that slowly loses hit points, so it sounds like a militia type. More or less. Oh, I hear explosions here and there. Oh, for the US skin is the Spaceman. That's what I heard. The other... yeah, Aurora and the other one, I got distracted by the sound effect, and plus my first stream of the day, or cast of the day, and I'm completely out of it. We have the Sudanese. The Sudanese do give access to the Dervish, to the Askari. And these are two mercenary variants, and a Sinar Horseman. These, you do need to get research there. Once you get the Sudanese local forces, only cost 100, not too expensive. Then you get access to some powerful mercenaries. If I remember correctly as well, Sinar Horseman has like 1,000 health. I think their damage output's similar to a Hussar, but with 1,000 health, they are heavy. After all, they are heavy cav. So another notable thing on this map, there are some local wildlife for everybody to claim, which are the yaks, which are a cow variant, in which it may be a good idea to capture them all. Great for the Mexicans to have them work in the haciendas, so the Mexican player needs to eye for the livestock sooner rather than later, because that can give them a decent amount of resources with the haciendas.
Mande, Presidente.
Antino de Lopez de Santa Ana. I can't tell if that's actually a randomly generated name or is that a user-generated name. A bit of a lag spike there. But we do have a deck selected for the Mexicans. He does go for the 2 Settlers, 1 Hacienda Wagon. Very good one. Independence Movement. Revolutions in Return to Mexico is cheaper. Cathedral Construction. Villagers Wood. Coin. 5 Saltieros. Infinite Outposts. Dragoons. Falconets. Dumb. I guess I want to see something really dumb. Falconets. Advanced Frontier Defenses. Refrigeration. San Boss Battalion. 8 Chinkos. 1 Mortar. Liberty Dragoon Regiment gives you 8 Dragoons. 1 Culverin. Los Colorados Battalion. Colorados Battalion. Which gives you 9 Soldados and 1 Falconet. 33 Insurgents. Plan of Veracruz. All your outposts transformed to transformed into field guns? Artillery gain line of sight. Wait, am I reading that right? Field guns is the name of the Falconet upgrade. So it turns all your outposts into artillery pieces? Am I reading that right? And 2 culverins, 2 mortars, heavy cannons, factory, and another factory. For the US player, we do have Fertile Lowlands, give 8 semi-fattened cows, 2 homestead wagons. If the number of cows on the map, it may be actually good to have one of those turn into a livestock pen. Depending how many he gets. He also has Delaware Blues, give you regulars for each shipment you already have sent so far. Dutch immigrants, German immigrants, wood coin, regulars militia, or state militia, Springfield Armory, advanced homesteading, delivers 2 homestead wagons, and gives you population per homestead, or for mill and or estate. Virginia General Assembly, Seminole Scouts, Russian American Company, wood sharpshooters, Continental Rangers, all gives you increased damage and hit points for all gunpowder units or rifle units. Carbine Cavalry, Buffalo Soldiers, Royal Artillery, Apache Scouts, and Full Speed's Legion, heavy cannons, and Knox Artillery Train upgrades horse. And the Mexican has revolted. Go stick to Baja. He also went beforehand for the Tlaxcala. Now you got the filibusters pushing way forward. Frontier outpost wagons, of course, deployed on the field. Trade posts all being captured on up by the Mexicans. He does have a forward cantina. And since he has revolted, he has that maxed out population. Immediately going for robber barons to get out a factory. Got the banditos being deployed on out, which are... Is that the pistol variant? Desperado. I think that's the cavalry variant. I forget which one's which. Nope, that's the rifleman outlaw variant, which is a skirmisher variant. And the filibusters are a musketeer variant with a explosive siege attack that doesn't necessarily do additional damage. Just very, very flashy. You got a good number of regulars on the field, as well as some state militia, as well as another Minutemen I'll be pulling here. He has a good force here, probably enough to overwhelm his opponent. I may need to adjust the sound settings after this match.
¿Quién busca salvación?
Desperados I'll be pulling field. That is the Pistolier variant, which does give him a ×3 charge attack. Minutemen getting some good damage there. Minutemen, of course, are the infantry variant. No heavy, not heavy, nor light, just infantry. We've got more regulars now being pulled on field. Blue looks like it's taking a bit of hits there, getting a bit of cash bounty on the kill. It's on a full back now. Large number of state militia took a bit of damage. State militia only have 13 range. They're basically a crossbow variant, honestly. Just for guns. Embrace the Second Amendment quite well. Shipment of coin coming on in. That is a shipment of 600 coin. He does have a factory over here, providing a good amount of gold income as well. He's currently at 400 gold per minute. His opponent has a little bit more food and gold combined. Now going for a bit of wood as well. He does have a sizable force here, 24 units versus 14. Though honestly, state militia are relatively low quality. Got more regulars now being put on the field. This one has to pull out more banditos, which would be good versus those regulars. If he goes for more state militia, that will probably generally be a good idea. Do volunteer versus filibusters, while being relatively equal footing versus the banditos. Banditos, of course, they're 110. They have 20 damage. State militia has 13 damage with a similar health, so I'm gonna say 1-1. They only cost 90 as opposed to banditos 110. So overall, banditos are a pretty high quality unit compared to state militia, I should say. Does take out some of the filibusters. Yes. Filibusters are very similar to the regulars. Mills took some damage. Losing some mills will be fine. Mostly did the mills there just to get out more settler wagons. We do have now Seminole Scouts on the field. That should be a very good unit. Cost 500 to get out 12 archers. They do have 16 damage, 16 range, and a very good attack speed of 1.5. So they will be better than Bandinos, but do got a shipment there of some cowboys. Looks like it's the random outlaws, including some owl boots. Good numbers for us to starting to disintegrate. It's a force of 24 versus a force of 25. The US player needs to keep on producing. We got another round of Dragoon variants. Out of point of field, the Seminole Scouts will do bonus damage to them, being a light infantry. So they're taking some hits there. And the US force is starting to get annihilated. Seminole Scouts are being cleaned on up. He needs more everything, honestly. State regulars won't do all that great versus the Banditos. What he needs probably right now is probably some Hussars. More Minutemen on the field, gain some damage there on the Banditos. We do have 30 range resist, which is quite significant. Another shipment available for the Mexican. Another round of outlaws being pulled on out. And yeah, the US player does back the game now. This is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. A little bit of a short replay, and I do need to adjust the audio settings too. Down. That should be fine. Just a little bit too loud in my opinion. Come on, I hit the S button. Oh, it's a 2v2. And it seems a little bit too quiet now. Let's try that. Wait. Was that sound? Did that change? Yes. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another H-Powers 3 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the Blue Ottomans. We have Award G. Bordox. Spawn as his yellow Russian ally with Algier Zhao. Spawn at the top right, we do have a red Ottoman, Elmo, and as the magenta Spanish, we have Canadian. Let's see now, when it comes to natives on this map, looks like they're just natives in the center. The House of Yagalon give access to Lipka Tartars. And the other one is still House of Yagalon? Nope, it's House of Vaza, which does give access to the Royal Arquebus and the Winged Hussar. We do have an early trading post for both the Ottoman players. Yellow's trying to advance forward. And do we see any decks selected just yet? This Ottoman player, this one is the red Ottoman player, has selected deck, has Villagers, Silk Road, Land Grab. Land Grab's a little bit interesting. More Villagers, Food, Wood, Coin, Celebic, Advanced Arsenal, Infinite Thanar Allies, which does give them 9 Everzone Greek Skirmishers, Wood, Endurance School, increase the attack and hit points of Azap Janissaries and Fusiliers, Sapahis, Cavalry Combat, Quickly Royal Mint Refrigeration, Grenade Launcher, so we may see a Grenadier deck, to cover wagons, Cooley School, Bull Herd. I am not sure what the magenta's referring to. Yours is now my base. Ah. Is that me? He's angry or what? Covered wagons, Cooley School, Sapahis, Factory, and Factory. This player has selected a deck. This is the Russian, which does have Dueling School, Wood Trickle, Economic Theory, Food, Wood, Coin, Streltsy, New Order Red Regiments, Porshix, Recruits, and Streltsy have attack and hit points increased. Cossacks, boyars, fencing school. Oh, a large number of training, fast training. He maybe doing the instant spawn. Chest of coin, Sovo reforms, ransack. Sorry, I just had to briefly read it. Recruits, cavalry combat, cantons, ships 2 blockhouse wagons and increase the blockhouse hit points. Fort, Royal Mint, refrigeration, million for arms, all your recruits, and turns into Northern Musketeers, and also build limit -0. Doesn't say it allows you to train additional ones, it's just a one-time. Boyars, toy soldiers, increases hit points and damage to some units. Factory, and little bomb bars. And for the Spanish, we do have villagers, gold trickle, villagers, wood, coin, archaic infantry hit points, rodialos, advanced arsenal, theme Spanish Inquisition gives you a Inquisitor, also adds some line of sight of your entire team. Interesting. Wood, marvelous year. Settlers train and work faster for 365 seconds. Viva España, rodeados, cavalry combat, lancers, caballeros, improving lancers stuff, falconets, Spanish gold, infinite lancers, heavy cannon, factory, and higher Italian emets. Ship a number of Italian emets. I'm not sure what they are. Looks like maybe. It's hard to say if that's a cavalry unit or what. I'm not familiar with that unit. And for the other last Ottoman, we've got villagers, Silk Road, wood, gold, coin, janissaries, delis, advanced arsenal, Maraki school, all infantry trained faster, especially Ottoman infantry. Janissaries and Azaps can build barracks, stables and foundries, Palace intrigue, wood, coin, Azaps, Nazim Fusiliers, Endurin School, Sapahis, Obiscons, Falconets, Akim Ogon School, Kubali School, probably butchering all these names like I usually do, Sapahis, Team Trimarats, powerful cavalry available from the homes, only available from the home city, delivers 4 Sapahi for your entire team. So that will deliver 8 Sapahi, not bad, 2 great bombards, isn't that great, and 2 factories. Looks like red now, the Spanish player, no, that's the Northern Ottoman player, has a proxy barracks. Let's go over to him. He's building out some janissaries. We got an artillery foundry here. And we do now have the rest of the players now in comm stage. Looks like red is eyeing to apply some aggression. Blue's explorer will spot this. What is got blockhouse here, mosque here. Team south side needs to start preparing for some aggression. Maybe get out some of their own units to engage the janissaries. Azaps will be a good item in this situation against the janissaries as well as the obiscons, both classified as heavy infantry. And for the Rus, Streltsy. Just go for a large number of Streltsy. The Rus is eyeing for some Streltsy. Does have some Streltsy. That's 13. That's from the shipment. Streltsy, of course, pretty low quality. So these 10 janissaries should win out versus that. Spanish player now eyeing for the scout. The scout will allow him to double jump and use shotguns. And throw cleavers. Wait, wrong game. And that's the first Fortress Age. Sapahi now being delivered by one of the Ottomans. This is... Oh, the Ottoman player already got to Age 3, so the Ottoman player we currently have selected is getting out to Sapahi now. Magenta's now eyeing to pull out a proxy stable. We saw a lot of Lancer-based items, so maybe eyeing for some Lancers, which will be effective versus Streltsy. Probably one-shot them since it has a ×3 multiplier versus Infantry and Streltsy have very little health. more Streltsy now being pulled on the field. Sometimes just need a whole bunch of Streltsy. He's now going for the New Order regiments, increasing hit points and damage of Streltsy by 10%. And remember as well, he does have a card to turn them all into something else, or was that a different unit? All your Streltsy into recruits. And then this can turn all your recruits into Northern Musketeers. But that is an Age 3 card, which he is pretty far from going. His teammate now has to play out some Sipahi, one of the premier heavy cav in the game. And we do have an Inquisitor here, so the Spanish player has played Inquisitor. So now they can see very far. There's ping here. Sipahi pushing forward. Janissary is taking some damage there from the Streltsy. Obscons firing away. They don't have AoE damage like the Sipahi. Sipahi have very good amount of health. So the Janissary is trying to engage melee is not necessarily a great idea. In fact, he's actually running low on the Janissary. Sipahi should try to focus on the Obscons. Obscons trying to hit the Sipahi. They do less damage to the heavy cav. And one Sipahi does go down. Looks like two of them may have gone down. Nope. And now starting going down, starts to push way forward. Blue is pulling out some Falconets. Obscons trying to fire away, trying to whittle down the Streltsy. I mean Sipahi. Magenta has spotted some dogs. All the good boys being gunned down. Looks like yellow has a favor towards the ATF. More Lancers not pulling the field. They do 20 damage times 3 damage for infantry, so they won't one-shot Streltsy. They will two-shot them. Falcon has to take up the artillery foundry now. Lancers push way forward, getting some damage on the Streltsy. Streltsy starts stepping away. And maybe better just to focus on the dogs rather than the Lancers. All Sipahi, all the Falconets have go down. The Ottoman player is trying to pull out some AZAP shipment, not to pull out anything at the moment as well. His teammates falling back, and he starts pulling out some additional units. He doesn't have a barracks. Everything he deployed on the field, I think, was shipments. So he's lacking any sort of production structure. Going for all the research when he should honestly find something to help his teammate hold the line. AZAP's not pulling on the field. AZAPs do have a good range attack versus light cavalry, and the melee attack does do good damage versus heavy cav. AZAPs are a relatively unique unit. They are a hybrid between a spearman and a archer. As an archer, they don't do any bonus damage versus heavy infantry like other archers, but they just do bonus damage versus shock, ranged shock, and dragoons. The Ottoman player really, he's got a large amount of food on the field. It's the same. No, he doesn't have any shipment that costs food he can bring in this age. So I'm not so sure what he's planning. AZAPs gain some shots on the Lancers, but they can take the range damage. They have to avoid the melee damage from the AZAPs. Obscons push right forward. They should be able to do some great damage versus the AZAPs, even though they're not a heavy infantry unit. They provide just good general damage against them. Now the Lancers, mass Lancers push way forward, trying to hit these Streltsies. These Streltsies will go down. He's going to hit some of these villagers as well. The Lancers push way forward. He needs to pull out his militiamen. Shipment of gold just arrived, but he won't be able to collect it up. Lancers overrunning the Streltsy. We do actually have a wave of recruits here. AZAPs have all gone down. The local, the Spanish doggos push forward, and looks like Team Southside backs out of the game. I think what Team Southside did wrong is the fact that the Ottoman player just only relied on military shipments and they got knocked out due to the aggression. This is Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another HPARS 3 replay. Spawn on the left side as the blue Spanish, we have Canadian. Spawn on our right side as the red British, we have Force of Iron. This map is somewhere in Africa. We do have the Akin. You can get some powerful musketeers here. And over here, we do have the Yobara. Yobara does give you access to the Obia regional area, which is a heavy infantry variant. And Yobara Esso Rider, which is more or less a militia-ish variant. Lancer / militia variant. I also love how the Yobara's herbalism is literally just herbal medicine from Age of Empires 2 icon. The Spanish have not selected deck yet, and the British has not selected deck either. When it comes to name their explorers, we've got Domingo Rodriguez, which may be a randomly generated name. And over here, we do have Martin Thompson. Sounds like another randomly generated name, or it is his own name. Neither player selected deck just yet. Honey Badger will go down. You monster. Now we do have deck selected for Spanish. He goes with villagers. Does have access to capitalism. More villagers. Wood coin. Archaic infantry hit points. Rodeados. And cavalry hit points. Advanced arsenal. Team Spanish Inquisition. Wood Marvelous Year. Rodeados. Rodeados. Cavalry combat. Lancers. Lancers. Caballeros. Falconets. Fort. Culverins. Heavy cannon. Factory, and higher Italian emolets. Elmetis, however I pronounce it. For the British, we'd have villagers, Virginia Company, exotic hardwoods, Greenwich time, wood, food, wood, coin, longbowmen, musketeers, Scots Guard, infinite frontier defenses, advanced arsenal, villagers, longbowmen, yeomen, musketeers, Coldstream Guards, hussars, cavalry combat, falconets, advanced artillery, refrigeration, factory. Looks like Pumbaa is getting killed off there. Pumbaa has gone down, and now there's it was named the Lion for Lion King. Either way, no Hakuna Matata here. Oh, what treasure? Oh, that I don't know why I'm so used to this treasure being the one that you just get for free. This design. The British is now eyeing for the governor, and the Spanish is just eyeing for the governor. Oh, looks like the Spanish doggo does go down there. I guess the British supports the ATF in that matter. Another shipment available. He already has both his shipments already researched, so he'll save that for the next age. He's so far only gone for villagers. Could go for Virginia Company. That's a great way to boom up some villagers. And it looks like he's going for more of eco build since he's getting the game saw out pretty quickly. And some hunting doggos. And a very nice coat. It's like it's pretty good. It's almost great. And he does cancel it, however.
Yes. Yes. Higher.
We do have, of course, that manor now built. And wait, that's actually red.
Fundament.
So he's on the other side of the map. He may be eyeing for some proxy barracks over here. Maybe a proxy outpost for a shipment location.
Ready.
He does have enough wood for either. So I'm not sure what he's planning. He's planning something. He's going for a shipment of wood now. And now we do see a barracks not being put on the field. He's eyeing for a proxy barracks, but the local gazelles are saying no to him.
Red Monument.
You now have the outpost wagon now being employed on the field. He's deploying it over here. Probably a good shipment location, bringing more good wood and coin. Barracks has been employed in the field. Musketeers now being employed on out. What is Spanish eyeing? The Spanish will need to eye a counter will be crossbows. He can always apply his own musketeers.
¿Cuál es su orden?
Hunting Badger's now going down. And he does have the Spanish eyeing for a fast H3. He's going for the scout. An annoying Boston guy, to say the least. More musketeers. He's stopped village production. He's going eye to be aggressive. When he sees H3 pop, that can give him a good window to push forward. The Spanish for shipments. He can bring some lancers, which are an anti-infantry unit. However, musketeers do have get bonus versus cavalry as well. Basically ×3 versus ×3, but the lancers, 5 lancers wouldn't be half bad. If he's able to get all 9 lancers out, that could be quite good. Now got a shipment of musketeers now being pulled on out. His opponent is still going for the scout. He's getting some hunting doggos, some mining, and a very great coat. Now it's going for a round of defensive musketeers. That'll be helpful. We got now Hussars now pulling out. The British player's making his advance. He's not paying attention. He does go ahead and get some town center now. I don't see barracks anywhere. He has a barracks somewhere. Oh, there it is. Along with an outpost. Musketeers. He's going for another musketeer now. We do have some pikemen here. Pikemen do have great siege attack of 32. Musketeers have a pretty standard siege attack of 20. And that's the last of the Spanish resources there. Does stage 3, which does give him a handful of Hussars to work with, which will not be useful in this moment in time. His town center has received quite a bit of damage there. Red's Explorer will spot all this. Reinforcing musketeers are now right there. Shipment available for the Spanish. He's trying to get his lancers. He may try to... the town center will go down, and his villagers will get gunned down shortly. Now just have to run away. And these pikemen could have a great opportunity there. It does stab some of the Hussars now. He does not have the second amendment to help him shoot these units. The villager's attack is just 3, which is significantly not good. Hussar's been gunned down. Lancer's now pulled out from the shipment. He does have another shipment available. These villagers need to run away. Lancers do right now do 20 ×3 versus infantry, barring the melee resistance of the musketeers. Lancer's not doing all too well. His own musketeers trying to stab the Hussars. He does finish all the Hussars off. Villagers still firing away. Spanish dogs do go down. And those of the Lancers are just going to pull out just enough. And the Spanish right now has 16 villagers left. The British are 26, and now he's trying to rebuild his villagers. He actually has a massive amount of food stored up. He was planning to win with that fight. He did not properly follow up right there. Big overs on the Brits. He needed a handful of villagers on gold coin in order to keep his economy going, or build reinforcements, or eye for an age up or something. He left his economy to squalor there. It gets properly not very organized, and now the Spanish have held. The Spanish are battered, bruised, and beaten, but now the game yet. Got 16 villagers on the field, which is an adequate. It's a usable number, not exactly adequate at this moment in time. Bordeados now being employed on at. The let's see, Marvis Year could be. Maybe going with the wood shipment would be better, unless he's trying to rush down those buildings there. Rodeados do have only 10 siege attack, which is significantly less than Eichmann. Now got outpost wagons push way forward. Doesn't spot them. More musketeers are now being employed on the field. I think the next shipment for the Spanish should get is 1,000 wood. That can give him a jump start to rebuilding his town center and perhaps a little bit more infrastructure, or maybe just 2 town centers outright. Hussars now being employed on out by the British. It's time for more villagers, time for more Hussars, going for more coin collection technology. And now I heard a church deployed out by one of these players. I'm not sure who. I have the Brits selected. Oh, there's a church. Not going for his town watch. He has a load of food, so going for these food-based research is not a bad idea. Right now, just trying to blow out more Hussars, which Rodeados and Musketeers will both be good to fight against. Falconets, not so much. Lancers, not so much. But Lancers do have a decent amount of health at 350. Hussars have 320. Yep, Hussars will beat Lancers at 1v1. Sieging down the stable now. Steel hunting traps. Against all these units, Longbowmen wouldn't be half bad. I'm so surprised I don't see Virginia Company sooner. I was going for a shipment of food, which should give him enough food to get him to age up. And right now, he's not deploying any more villagers. His opponent still has 16. Maybe possibly he could always go for a fort, which will allow him to pull out more falconets as well as provide a good defensive base. Res infrastructure here has been getting cleaned on up, and soon the church. Lancers only have 20 siege attack, nothing too significant, but nothing too bad. Hussars, like for example, has the same siege attack. Shipments available. I will say either the Rodeados or the Cords of Wood. He is going for Cords of Wood, which could get him his town center and maybe 2. If he gets to go for 2 town centers, all of his food income's probably going to be thrown into villagers.
See?
Sizable ground force, but he feels like he's in the back end because he's more or less is. Hussars facing off with forward, we'll find a handful of villagers. And a couple hits there. Trying some of these villagers now. We'll take out none. Here are some other attacks up here, and it's actually these villagers getting hit by the Lancers. Villagers are not classified as infantry, so they will take no bonus damage from the Lancers. The Rodeados are going to be pursuing these Hussars. Rodeados move at speed of 6, while Hussars move at speed of 6.5, but he did not properly Q move them out of there. Oh, the Rodeados improperly tasked back, trying to save these villagers. He's losing a lot of critical villagers numbers. Now it's down to 10. He has a good number of villagers collected up wood. He needs to take that wood, invest into a town center or 2, and focus on villager production. Use whatever military he has to hurt his opponent. And he, at the current rate, he will hurt his opponent. Villagers are trying to run away, and there's nothing to save them. Town center will be torched down. Rodeados engaging the Hussars. Rodeados are a fast spearmen. So they do bonus efforts Hussars, and looks like the Rodeados will go down. The Hussar numbers are not good. Villagers here are done collecting up wood. He has enough for a large amount of 2 town centers. I say go for them. He knows he's hurting his opponent pretty bad at the moment. This village is currently idle here. Or there we go.
Preparada.
And there's the town center. One is probably just fine. I'm a little bit greedy and I will go for 2. These Hussars now trying to engage the Lancers. The Lancers here in good number. They should be able to win out.
¿Sí?
We start clearing out some of this other infrastructure. There's no villages engaged, but Hussars or Lancers do have 30% damage resist, so these... Oh yeah, the hand attack's actually not bad for villagers. Not great. Much better than shooting something. But all these British villagers will go down. He's down to 19, which is still more than Spanish. But his military has been decimated. He has 2 villagers over here. Housing's starting to go down. He has plenty of population space at the moment. He's going for... Yep, that's what I meant by really bad economic management. That's enough to age up. And he's building all these units as well. Really bad economic management and remaxing. There's no reason why he was had all these resources stockpiled up and had enough to basically age up. Veteran Musketeers. The Spanish are went for Veteran Musketeers. Probably could invest that in something different, honestly. Does have a town center here, so that is more than his opponent in town center wise, but his opponent still has more villagers currently. Probably not that much though, so it's looking good for the Spanish.
Preparada.
Not only has a place to build villagers, but a way to hide them away in case his opponents start trying to stab him. Borealos advancing along the flank. There's only 1 outpost here. Got a good number of musketeers, however, as well as hussars. These lancers will probably go down if they don't get retreated promptly. Good pick there. He still has a sizable force here of 28 units, 2 falconets versus opponents. As a force of 30, Hussars, if they can dive the falconets, his musketeers should be able to win out, but the falconets could do their damage in 2 volleys. He has a group of Rodialos, which could be useful if engaging the Hussars. British players at 16 villages. You can always build more villages by building housing. And which that's another reason why he probably could go for Virginia Company. He's going for another pair of outposts. This outpost will go down. And now red is trying to counterattack. Blue does have a town center here, which can help keep his stuff hidden for the time being. Musketeers getting gunned down immediately. Right now it's going to be a game of Ring Around the Rosie.
Yes.
Outpost does go down there. Militiamen now pulled on a field. They'll do some work. Rodialo's pursuing, trying to engage the Hussars. Some of the Hussars going to go down there. Blues are backlining some villagers in a single fire line. With a hand on the person's shoulder in front of them. Red's villagers are going to go down. Red does have some structures everywhere, so losing all those villager structures will not knock him out of the game immediately. But do have a fort here. The fort is... I don't think there's any way Red is able to deal with the fort. He does squirrel away some villagers there. Rodialos trying to pursue the Hussars. And the villagers can evacuate and start collecting up either the wood or the drafts or even the coin. All the resources there. I could task him onto the wood in order to get another town center because his guard loses. Hussars may find opportunity there and engage the falconets. Falconets do get volley there, but the musketeers do go ahead and protect his falconets. I think he just used a crack shot there, or maybe sharpshooter. Royals do get cleaned on up. Red does cast some GG. I think Red backed out of the game, realizing he can't really deal much with the fort and unable to deal with the falconets. Is Angrid saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. That's one of my replays. If you guys say cast it, I will. Not gonna be that great though. My mouse. I need to get that replaced. Greetings everyone, and great here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the bottom right side as the blue Ottomans, we have Kronos. Spawn on the top left side as the red Iroquois, we have Kinda Cat. Oh. Ottomans are in Anatolia, and Anatolia is where Troy is. So he may have a possibility of summoning a Titan. And that's the best I can get with that joke. The Ottoman players are immediately going for the central trade posts. And let's go with the natives on the map. We do have the Navajo settlement, but does give access to the Navajo rifleman, a skirmisher that runs quickly. It sounds like a fast-moving skirmisher. And yep, that's just it. Navajo settlement. Let's take a quick look at their upgrades since it's only one native. Give you plus 5% of hit points on all your units. Not bad. Navajo workers make you collect food grants coin 20% faster. Not bad. And sheep allow you to fatten your livestock quicker. We do have shipment now available. We got AZAP Rush's deck. We got villagers. Symbol importee. All your food is exchanged to a greater amount of wood. Economic 3. More villagers. Wood, coin. AZAPs. Delis. Sabaki. Advanced arsenal. Wood, coin. AZAPs. Endurance school. Sapahi. Cavalry school. Falconets. Fort. Coolie school. Sapahis. Abbas gunners. Great bombards. Factory. For the Iroquois, we've got villagers, exotic hardwoods. More villagers, wood, all resources. Tomahawks, conservative tactics. Italian horsemen, new ways. Native treaties. Native warrior combat. Spice trade. Forest prowlers, musket riders. Italian horsemen, rams. Haudenosaunee, woodworking. Which does give access to all your wood technologies for free. Heavy cavalry, 5 renegade French, native warrior conscription, environmentalism, North American trade, and Anna's light cannon, blood brothers, and Lepin allies. Native skirms. So you may be eyeing for more Native Americans or natives, not necessarily Native Americans. So this is Navajos are, of course, in North America. But also, the term Native American is overly broad terms, like saying the word Asian. After all, what do you consider Asian? Japanese? Yes. Chinese? Yes. Indians? Yes. Israelis? Technically, yes. Saudis? Yes, still. Russians? People don't consider them Asians. And we do have Tomahawk as named the leader, or war chief, and we got a ridden orphan. That doesn't sound like a randomly generated name. We do, of course, have the Philosopher Prince, and over here we do have, I didn't see what he went for, but probably the one for the free War Hut. You have the War Hut instead of the map. So then again, it is one free Travis for most of this stuff. Tomahawks now being put on field, which are a musketeer variant, a heavy infantry. The Ottoman player now advanced to commerce age, but he's a bit far behind. Though it says AZAP rush, and AZAPs don't do bonus damage heavy infantry like other skirmishers and archaic archers. Native Scout does get Tomahawk in the face, and now we do have more Tomahawks. And now it's going to Tomahawk the trading post, along with the War Chief Tomahawk. Oh, and now it's going for Sublime Porte? Interesting. He knows his opponent has more of an A-Zap deck, and so going for Tomahawks is a good item. If it goes with Delis, Tomahawks will be able to engage them in melee. What he needs to do is realize his opponent's going for a large number of Tomahawks and he needs to go for Obelisk Guns. Obelisk Guns are his anti-heavy tool in this age. He's pulling out barracks and the market. He's very low late on construction, all this stuff. Going for 2 barracks. Janissaries may be a little bit better than A-Zaps at this moment in time. He doesn't have a lot of food or... Oh yeah, he went for the this. So now he has over 1,000 wood. Trying to go for more A-Zaps, bring a shipment of A-Zaps. Looks like he doesn't have the other barracks deployed out just yet. There you go, he has a shipment of 5 or queue of 5 A-Zaps on deploying field. The shipment of A-Zaps is 7, so he will soon have 12 A-Zaps.
Evet. Hazır.
A-Zaps, their damage is 8 with 16 range with good attack speed. But the problem is, well, as mentioned beforehand, they don't do any bonus damage like versus heavy infantry. Tomahawks in return has 165 health, 19 damage, 12 range, versus 16 range and only 8 damage. Though they do have twice attack speed and less health, but a bit of range resist to go along with it. So, I suppose the extra range and the range resist will make them somewhat similar. And they are relatively cheap. Don't know if A-Zaps are the correct call. More A-Zaps being put on the field. So far 11 A-Zaps with 5 more on the way. How's A-Zap siege damage? They have 22 siege damage, so it's more than crossbows and archers, but less than heavy infantry and pikemen. Actually, it's the same as heavy infantry. So they have heavy infantry siege attack, as opposed to archaic archer siege attack, but not as much as archaic spearmen. A shipment of wood now being deployed on out. He has nobody collecting on wood, so he's going to rely on the shipment of wood to produce more A-Zaps. Has a force of 19 on the field, 2 more back at home. They are mostly food with a decent cost of wood. Tomahawk does take a bit of damage there. One Tomahawk does go down. He sees all the A-Zaps. So going for... Not the horseman. Horseman would be a bad idea since they have times 4 damage in melee against horsemen. So yeah, heavy infantry is probably a good just item versus them. A-Zaps are a very generalist unit, but they don't have any real punching power versus heavy infantry. So mass heavy infantry is definitely good. Some Navajo riflemen are not bad either. They don't do any bonus damage versus light infantry. On to versus range shock. And surprisingly enough, they don't actually get any damage bonus versus shock infantry. So if you're fighting using a faction such as Coyote Runners, like Aztecs, they should be very good versus A-Zaps, Coyote Runners. And game's over. I think blue backed the game. Because red has, it seems like a larger force in the field, and blue seems like it has less force in the field. Even though red has less score, I think blue backed the game. Either way, this is Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. That was a little dissatisfying of an end. A little bit premature, I'll say. And not that button. Another 2v2. Greetings everyone, and Great here. Another Age of Empires 3 replay. Oh, catfish. On the bottom right side, as this pink Sue, we have Kinda Cat, and has his orange Chinese ally with VGA Chan. On top right side as the red Mexicans with Vinny Ballin 44, and as the Portuguese we have ML. I saw the catfish profile. Hopefully nobody gets catfished. Sorry, I was trying to come up with that joke and it wasn't proper. Based Sky. Interesting. That does sound like a randomly generated name. I can't tell if that's randomly generated or not. Based is definitely something a bit more recent, so it can't be randomly generated. Either way, let's see any decks. No deck here. For the Chinese, we do have a deck. It is, of course, TX Sports Team Provincial Administration. All houses have more hit points and support more population, so that will reduce the total wood cost for their entire team. Not bad. And Star Wars Empress. When shipment arrives, all your export is converted to a greater amount of coin. That conversion rate must be very good. So this will also give you a good export trickle. This may actually not necessarily meant to select a ally, but you could still go for one. Wood Coin, Step Riders, Mongolian Scourge, Banner School, Atonement, Coin and Mortars, Siege Combat, Acupuncture, Confucius Gifts, Research Points, and improvements for research instantaneously. Shipments arrive very quickly. Okay. Royal Mint, Refrigeration, High Manchurian Cavalry Archers, Higher Ming Iron Troops, Coin, Old Dynasty Reforms, Infinite Flying Crows, Fire Dragon Manual. Always need a manual if you're going to have a makeshift flamethrower. Western Reforms, High Manchurian Army, and Zongina. Not familiar with this one. Ships the number of iron troops, significantly improve their range rate of fire. But give them 20% increased attack speed and delivers 11 iron troops. And he has gone for Atonement, which also gives access to iron troops in the monster when she reaches Fortress Age. Oh, looks like he went down to the Marauding Landsknecht. And that is also quite a bit of experience there. For the Mexicans, we got the Filibuster, so it looks like he's going for the Baja California Revolt. Hacienda with 2 villagers, Queen's Dragoons, Rancheros, independent movements, wood, land grab, triple K tactics, wood, advanced arsenal, church upgrades, sustainable agriculture, cigar roller, 20 sheeple, liberation march, refrigeration, textile mill, Man of Destiny, which is different than Manifest Destiny, Crown Plaque fortifications, factory, and factory. Portuguese. Team House of Aves. Team Dragoons can be trained in Commerce Age. Also benefits warriors, cavalry archers, rifle artists, and all the variations. As well as reduce their training time. Town Militia. Food Wood. Coin. Crossbows. Musketeers. Infinite Defense. Higher band of Cannoneer Mercenaries. Oh, this Portuguese doesn't have Federitas. Wood Coin. Halberdiers, Cazadors, Dragoons, more Dragoons, Dragoon Combat, Organ Guns, Royal Mint, Refrigeration, Gunpowder Infantry, 5 Organ Guns, Heavy Cannon, Factory, Rubber Barons, and that's it for his. And for the Sioux, Exotic Warlords, Furiers, Team Spice Trade, Healers, Axe Riders, Cavalry Damage, Extensive Fortifications, aggressive policy, so it's like going for heavy defense. Alden Bra, that's the name of the deck. Camp movements, Great Hunters, Bison, Horsewood, Tutorial Claims, Cavalry Combat, Vocala Soldiers, Black Arrow, Adoption. You've been adopted. Sorry. Dakota Support, Santi's Support, North American Trade, Moccasins, which is their shoes. All infantry speed increased. 7 Castle Fire, Akintia, how do you pronounce that? Heavy Fortification, and Infinite Bison. Those are the suits going for heavy defense? We got the Summer Palace now deployed failed. He has allied himself with the Rus. Blockhouse to be employed out from the Rus. He also has crates of food here. And now bringing Steprider shipment. He may be trying to be aggressive with that, apply some field pressure. You have a cover wagon deployed by the Portuguese. Or a villager, or another shipment available. You have Warhut Travis is not being deployed on the field. Has an unbuilt TP here. Herding some of the local deer over, the caribou, some reindeer. And looks like he's getting a good number of locals to support him. When I've been playing Aztecs, I've been actually not using the convertibility. I've actually been straight up killing them all because the Aztecs aura gives double XP, which is actually really, really handy. And you can get a large number of shipments early on if you just kill everything off. And sacrifice them to the gods, just as the Aztecs intended. Old Hand Army, so it's going for Chuko News and Quang Pikemen. Oh, and now got those Step Riders pushed before. Those 5 opportunity there to engage the villagers. One villager does go down. Another one gets pretty wounded.
See?
Portuguese eyeing for some more outposts. Step Riders are a dirt cheap cavalry unit. Dirt cheap Hussar variant. Their siege attack is 25, so this is actually decent. He does also have a Mongolian Scourge as a item. Excuse me, as a ship he can bring on in, which does give him access to Step Riders do more damage against villagers. Does, let's see, Step Rider against Hand Shock, and 1 more damage versus a villager. 1 more, 100% more damage versus villagers, I should say. Pikeman and Chuko News now trying to bop this villager. Does go inside the town center there. There's a good amount of defense in the region. It's probably not a good idea to stay in the region. Maybe just want to fall back now. The Revered Master, the Drunken Sailor. Oh, what going to do with a Drunken Sailor? And now he's applying the Confucian Academy. Summer Palace gives access to the free Banner Army. The Confucian Academy does give access to free Flying Crows. And the Banner School does give you access to faster Bannered Army build time, even from the Summer Palace. Step Riders do take a little bit of damage down the villager. We do have the Insurgents here. Insurgents are a... looks like it's in a melee mode. They are a dirt cheap skirmisher, or dirt cheap like a spearman variant. Although I could have sworn they had a range attack. I must have been mistaken. You really don't see them all out too often. They only cost food as well, and they only cost 70 food, so that is pretty cheap. Granted, going to the melee mode is probably a good idea versus the Step Riders. Confucian Academy is still being built. Since I guess no villagers currently building it, just letting it auto build. And now a number of Hussars applied up by Pink as well. Or not Hussars, Lifkar Tartars. So he has actually gone for both the natives here. So we do have the House of Oldenburg and get some Royal Hunters from there, as well as and Northern Musketeers, as well as some Lifkar Tatars. and some shock riders. Leopard Tartars are a dragoon variant, which has a really good attack speed and a little bit extra range to boot. True canoes do find a good volley there on the dragoon. And now the Mexicans have revolted. Is that Argentina? CA? No, it's not to California. It is to... then again, all these flags look the same. It's not Argentina, is it? Central... I don't know which flag. I mean, after all, Argentina would be something for the Germans to revolt to, right? In which the leader should be a mustache man, correct? You got a Ford Monastery, maybe I'm for Ming troops. The Portuguese have not advanced next age, while both South Sea team has advanced next age. Highlight this, home city, nope. Let's see. Why is that 4K food? It doesn't appear he have 4K food, unless I'm looking at the wrong player. Oh. He does have 2,000 food. Try and bring in healers, which can dance at the community plaza as well. He now advanced to age 4 himself. He's now going for the wise woman. Out FI the CA guy. I think they still think he's gone for California, but I don't believe he did. Let's see, this Revolution deck gives access to Our Lady of the Assumption. He's gone for the Fox Kala beforehand. Santa Mara Fire. He still has all of his villagers with this revolt. Chips for Soldados. You receive free petard with all future shipments. Okay. Santa Maria's Fire, so you get free petards. Jesus. As well as Salvadorian. Salvador. Chips additional settlement we've sent so far this game. You'll get 8 settlers. And settlers become revolutionaries when they are defeated. So if we start losing villagers, they become a bit more durable. Revolutionaries now push way forward. Got some repentant iron troops now advance way forward. The revolutionaries do get gunned down. Has a good number of insurgents here. Now let's bring in some additional settlers. Now bring some more revolutionaries. Revolutionaries are a musketeer variant, but do more of a Carolyn variant, honestly. So the iron troops should be very effective versus them. They have 25 damage and double damage versus heavy. Insurgents trying to get gunned down. Insurgents not exactly the greatest unit. More dragoons being pulled on the field from his teammate. Now flanking forward with some veteran Cazadors, a skirmisher variant. Which will be effective versus the Lothar Tartars, but relatively neutral against everything else. Though the Repentant Iron Troops have 60% range resist as a skirmisher variant. Derek's 200 gold for them. It's actually not too terribly expensive as an anti-range specialist. As a skirmisher, like, their damage output's good. They have really good damage resist, so their health is bloated. For 200 gold, that's definitely worth more than 200 gold in my opinion. Their attack speed is also 1.5 rather than regular skirmishers' 3 attack speeds, so they have. Okay, I think 200 gold is actually a bit cheap. Or 200 gold is actually probably too cheap for them. They probably have 300 gold units. And their hand attack's not. They don't just get necessarily bad hand attack bonus damage versus or debuff versus cavalry and shock. Kozlar is trying to stop him. He's getting out some more revolutionaries. This northern area has been scuttled by orange. Pink don't know too much, honestly. Orange more or less has 1v2 these people. Pink honestly didn't really push forward of all too much. The cathedral will soon go down. Trying to bring in more revolutionaries. What some of these cards can bring in? One falconet for 100 gold would be pretty useful versus the iron troops. That's probably the primary counter. Artillery. Let's bring in a falconet. Right now, Orange is getting pretty good. He has a good number of livestock in the field. He still has 46 villagers, so he has saved most of his villagers. His infrastructure is however getting gutted, and look at all that wood income and gold. He has not properly managed the economy. He needs to pull out some more barracks. Oh. Looks like the Mexican player does back up the game. Conquistadors and Organ guns not push way forward. Now his teammates he is bringing some hand mortars. Has some various natives now supporting him out from his teammate as well. And looks like the player does back the game now. This sounded great saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. God damn it, not again. I keep on hitting the wrong button.
See?
Greetings everyone, and great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on our right side as the blue Spanish, we have Unanime. Spawn on bottom left side as the red Husua, we have Peekaboo. When it comes to natives map, there's a large number of natives on this map. We got Cheyenne. Cheyenne gives you access to the Cheyenne Rider, Spearman Arc Good versus Cavalry. Over here, we got the Apaches, which does give you access to the Apache Cavalry. Ranged Cavalry, good against Cavalry. Cheyenne, and Apache, and Apache. So there's 3 Cheyenne and 3 Apaches. Spanish has like the deck. What on earth is this deck? 1 LH, 1 Terror? Got villagers, infinite food, infinite wood, infinite coin? What? Town militia, fears, capitalism, villagers, hordes of wood, pikemen, infantry hand attack, archaic infantry hit points, rodealos, reconquista, House of Termesia, Irish Brigadiers, Archaic Infantry Combat, Rodeados, Hussars, Cavalry Combat, Lancers, Falconets, Liberation March, Factory. Why are there the 3 infinites? Okay. And his opponent has access to villagers, Hosua Kingdom, Wood Coin, Influence, Colony Archers, Raiders, Photo Tactics, House of Emina, Spice Trade, Gasina, Ganasna, I have no idea how to pronounce most of these words. Drukuwana, Wood Influence, Rondo Indigo Production, Javelin Riders, Lonnie Archer Combat, Fire Cannoneers, Fire Khan Yuri Guards, the Infinite Villagers, Infinite Influence, Uto Yalon, Ruba Parade, and Advanced Livestock Market. One of them better pronouncing any sort of name. When it comes to the name of their explorers, we've got Isinima de Wulul and Influencer. Is that TikTok influencer? Who wants to listen to a guy influencer? Only women can be TikTok influencers, right? We do now have H1. He is going for the Songhai. His opponent is going for the Logiskin. Now it's going to infinite wood. Wait, and not villagers? What is going on? Capitalism and villagers are usually one I'll get before wood, and he's going for that before his 700 wood in age 2. What is he thinking? What is going on? Am I crazy? Something weird's going on with this deck. Oh look, it adds a tan bell when he ages up. Okay, we do have proxy barracks, so he went for the wood shipments early on to collect them up to get 2 proxy barracks. Okay. I understand that to a certain degree, but I'm still confused. We got also capitalism not being researched. It's now going for a handful of musketeers, 4 of them, so there's going to be a musketeer rush. There's only 1 villager on coin at the moment, and all the rest are on food. No more villagers on the build queue. It's probably going to go for a full round of 10. Got more walls going on up. This explorer did a good job preventing the walls from being put in the field. Barracks been rallied right here. I saw that flag being placed. And now, was that 8 or 10? Let's get 8 musketeers on the field. Going for more villagers at the moment. Going for now let's shipment of villagers. Musketeers not push away forward. Does gun down 1 villager. 2 villagers do go down. That is a great pick at this point in time. He's at 13 villagers. Opponent's at 12. More Fulani archers on the field. Fulani archer is, of course, a archer variant with good rate of fire, with bonus damage versus heavy infantry, such as these musketeers. He's trying to go for this castle that is from the Palace Builder one, the Palace of Mina. Does get it built, get some good damage onto it, and does hit the Explorer. Actually, the castle is 3. That seems a little unusual high, isn't it? I may be going crazy. No, that should be. That's right. I suppose it's a little bit more noticeable than the outpost with its gun, because it's a cannon. A visibility bias, so that makes any sense. Similar to the loud minority that complains about stuff. Am I crazy, or does this town starting to seem a little bit small in size? Because of the university, the castle's so large. No, that's definitely much bigger than that. Let's go for a shipment his raiders, which will allow him to engage a little bit more effectively. We'll do slight bonus damage versus infantry, but less bonus damage versus heavy infantry, so the musketeers should be able to bop the raiders if they advance too far forward. Fulani archers here in good numbers. He's currently not building more villagers, nor anything else at the moment. More musketeers. Going for a large number of musketeers and maintains villager queue. 20 versus 12. The Hasura needs a continuous villager production. He's right now dangerously low. There's 320 experience there. That could give decent progress to a villager, not villager, shipment. Oh, I can copy the deck. Oh, wasn't paying attention. The Rider's now trying to hit some of these villagers. The Spanish has an expendable amount of villagers compared to his opponent. And the Raiders do all go down. The Emir is getting hit significantly.
Hola.
And now it's going to take time to clean up the bandit riders.
Comando.
He has a villager nearby to pick up the treasure because the explorer is down. And all the banditos do go down. Two shipments are now available, going for the infinite coin. More of the bison's going down there. He may be trying to go. He may be going for this and trying to bring in the Irish brigadiers. I'm guessing. Lonnie archers and musketeers will pass each other. The fort has been repaired.
Ahora me siento
More villages
más
being gunned
fuerte.
down. The explorer has risen. Got some Aachen nobles here. They are a musketeer with a bit of AoE damage. And now bring in the Furiers. Wait, also add some food, wood, and coin into your inventory? Oh, so it says player add food, wood, and coin to your inventory. What? I don't remember that ever having that effect. It did actually add resources. What was that? Let's go for the Tamarisa. Give your age up as cheaper and faster. You can see here, his age up now costs that. We can now go for as well. Now let's bring in the scout. Oh, looks like I got a bit of a sound bug there. Got a number of javelin riders now deployed on out. Hunting dogs have now been researched. Now advance to the next age. We do now have the veteran musketeers researching. Trying to go for a timing push. Got a good number of Fulani archers here. Javelin riders are anti-dragoon variant. They're a light cavalry. Aachen nobles, of course, are still a skirmisher variant. Now I got some hussars pulled on the field. Hussars advancing on the way forward. And Aachen nobles will get some gunshots there. Find some of the Fulani archers. Musketeers make an advance. The veteran musketeer research is almost available. It is now available. Getting a powerful spike of damage. And now they're in stagger mode. Trying to make sure they don't get splashed by the Aachen Anknoble. Akenobi. Have repronounced any of these names. More musketeers now being deployed in the field, as well as more lancers.
See?
Lancers will be a good item. Hussars have now pushed away forward. Does find one more village there. The Spanish have 26 villagers. One is at 15, so it's been doing a good job of calling them. Though he does have a livestock market. And now we've got the Hasua Kingdom now being pulled in the field, which will give him right now one university trader and one trade builder. And as well as one cattle. Oh, over here, the raiders do advance forward. Now does force towns village the town center.
Wani umarni za ka bayar?
University now being blown out over here, as well as a trading post. And now eyeing for a granary here to help with the bison. Now got a pair of falconets. That should cleave through the Hasua units quite easily. He has a lot of coin at the moment, not a lot of food. He could try the livestock market, sell off a cattle to get some food going. Got these villagers that live exposed. Castle now seeing some fire here.
Na shirya.
Javelin Riders will be good versus these Hussars. But the castle does go down. And the Falconets still are a massive problem for him.
Wani umarni
Gonna
za
advance
ka bayar.
forward. Let's get a volley there onto the war camp. Falconets just need to focus on this infantry. If they get one good volley, it will decimate him. Now he's trying to go for the town center. Dancing around, trying to keep his Falconets nice and safe. He could try just a hold position around the Falconets. Now he's trying to go into the cavalry as well, and now he does stop the cavalry, though the Falconet does go down to the Javelin Riders. Javelin Riders get some good hits there. Falconet still up and going, fires another volley there on the infantry, and annihilates another massive group of them. Does take out the Falconet now, but the damage is already done.
Umarni za ka bayar.
Hussars and Lancers now push their way forward over on the infantry, and the Hasua player does back the game. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. I have to take a look at that. I am really confused with the Furrier. How did it add in resources? Villagers gathered from food, from hunted berries and all that. Hunted berries last longer. It doesn't say anywhere they'll get cash bounty. Something unique with the Spanish version? Few years. Yeah. It doesn't say anything where we'll give a money return. How did it provide extra resources? I must be missing something. If anybody can tell me, let me know. By the way, that's probably my last replay tonight, so everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good evening. It gets some good